Hollywood's elite secret lives exposed.
Once you are in, they prefer you not to hang around nobody you know. Why? Because people that's not in the industry can see BS. They can see demonic things happening. They don't want you around folks like that because they can influence you to get out or not participate. So usually they pick your girlfriends, they pick your boyfriends. Why? See, you never can understand. You got all that kind of money, and you can date about anybody. I mean, half the time I go to the mall, make them celebrity women look sad. But why come they don't want those celebrities messing with anybody in the mall? Because those women in the mall are regular people. Some of them people believe in the Lord and they read their Bible on a regular. So that means they got light in them. They can't have that. So when you get ready to date somebody, they prefer you to date someone in the industry because they wicked. You see, they got to keep you wicked. So it's no wonder that Kanye West loved Kim Kardashian, because she's a wicked one. She'd have been passed around like a baton.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird.
No. You just came from anywhere. And so is the other girl. Give me sweat, whatever. Make me hot.
Not Tyler. Come on, that sounds like just a little bitty girl. Damn, not Tyler.
One song gave you a Grammy. How's that possible? You walk right in, the song's still on the fucking radio hot. You got a Grammy. How they do that?
That's true.
How did you get that? How did they even do a audit on it?
Spoil me, spoil me, spoil me. Everything wants to spoil me. It comes times 11, so lucky like 7, receiving my blessings enjoyably. I'm open to it and I'm ready. My mind and my energy steady. Receiving the flood of the blessings that come in like water. The flow is so heavy. Spoil me, spoil me, spoil me. Everything wants to spoil me. It comes times 11, so lucky like 7, receiving my blessings enjoyably. I'm open to it and I'm ready. My mind and my energy steady. Receiving the flood of the blessings that come in like water. The flow is so heavy. Spoil me, spoil me, spoil me. Everything wants to spoil me. It comes times 11, so lucky.
But they've done this, like, what's that other one? Her name, from the Fugees, Lauryn Hill. She was all for going to cloning and doing what they do there, as long as she made money and got famous, right? After she did, she wanted out then, and but you know, they don't let people go, and so she started crying all the time when she was there. I can't be in this. I don't want to be in this anymore. I didn't know what it involved when I said that I would join, and so she's crying and everything, and that it was like a downer to them. She really made quite a spectacle of herself, crying and the snot hanging out of her face, everything. It was really pathetic looking. And so then she made this song called I Get Out. Well, she's like, I get out, and I forget the rest of it. But she whined about it so much at cloning, they eventually let her get out. It was rare. It was just because they didn't want to hear it, see it anymore. Like, she went on and on and on. So they just let her leave.
You know, the music industry is just a microcosm of the world. So whenever you stand for something and you stand for goodness and truth, you will always get resistance. That's period. Whether you're in the pharmaceutical industry, the record industry, or whatever. Whenever you stand for truth and for the service, you know, the service of others. See, I could make money very easily. I could make records that are self-indulgent and, you know, basically self-promote me. I could do that. Promote myself. That was redundant, but you know what I mean. You know, just do those things. It's very easy. As a matter of fact, you know, lyrically as an MC, that stuff comes easy. But in order to promote something higher, I mean, I feel now, at the ripe old age of 25, that the only thing that I could do is serve others. You understand?
Why certain black leaders get replaced, and all of a sudden they switch up and they doing shit that they preached against. They spent their whole legacy preaching against some shit, and then all of a sudden they cool with it. That's why you don't never see these niggas. There's certain niggas you just never see in public. You don't never see these niggas in public. And they either kill them or replace them, or they fake their death. They go into hiding. I'm telling y'all, like, I know, like, I study this shit. I know this shit. I'm not even saying it on cocky shit, but it's just the truth. Like, that's what the fuck is going on. From politics to hip hop music to rock music. Call me crazy. I got lots of friends in the industry who I can't talk to no more. Can't even get them on the phone. Talking about somewhere I've been at. Nigga, I've been here. So it's all connected. But they're not gonna talk about this shit. They gonna run a Bob Flat Earth headline probably. They ain't gonna talk about this cloning shit.
The Grammys is the day where the music industry literally does a satanic ritual in front of our faces. Last year it was Sam Smith looking like a straight up demon, bro. Back in 2014 when Katy Perry was in her prime, she did a crazy satanic ritual with demons in the back, a stripper pole in the middle, and just looking crazy as well. Couple years after that, Nicki Minaj also gave a satanic ritual on the Grammys where she was acting possessed like an exorcist or something. So now I'm low-key starting to believe that. I'm like, alright bro, starting to get fishy out here. I'm looking at this year's performance, and then I notice blood coming out everywhere, bro. Like, I feel like this was like a symbol of a blood sacrifice. Tell me if I'm tripping or not, or if I'm just reaching.
Two different people, yet almost identical. It's not a coincidence. Keep watching, it will blow your mind. Just so happened only in Hollywood, manufactured even on genetic level.
The Craziest Celebrity Conspiracy Theories Part 7.
Everyone seems to think that I'm Adele.
It was said that this was done so that they could double on the earnings from just pitching one person's voice to make it sound like two different artists. And up until the Grammys, they had not been seen in the same room together. So unless this was an incredibly quick change, I think this theory is put to bed.
is a weird one, so bear with me. But this picture of Sofia Vergara, seemingly normal, right? I think she's on America's Got Talent as a judge or whatever she does. On March 16th, I screenshot this from my phone. You can look at it on her Instagram. But what is that? That's not motion blur. I'm an editor. That's not motion blur. She looks a little weird, but whatever. We can look it over. But wait, it gets weirder. What is wrong with them? All these people right here, what is happening? Her. Why doesn't she have an eye? And if this is AI, why? Why would it be?
Check this shit out.
Right there. Oh, wow. Good eye. Good eye.
That is a triple cup, Harvey. And that was basically in June. Many people have this, many photos and things like that, his club appearances, and on top of that, his performances. People were saying that Wayne was drinking a big amount of lean.
So I've had this video for quite some time, but you guys tell me, what am I looking at? So what you guys see reflected on the monitor there is what's up on the stage, right? I tried Googling this and I don't understand it. I didn't notice it until I got home and actually looked at the footage. What am I missing? Is there some type of gadget that is used for this? But you guys see the light, and the light is moving as if it's following the person's body. There's no chair on the stage. There's nothing there. I don't even get off into conspiracy theories. But if you guys can figure it out, let me know, because I know we pay for live tickets.
That's another topic. Put my pocket on the red carpet. You see the face I made in 9 years, that's shocking. I just great for you to be alive. Gotta be crazy, we all get be surprised. This is too much how we grew up. It don't even feel real to us. OG showed it ocean called Kingpin. The ocean drug laws who are weeding. Hope is a real one's dream. My only goal to make a real one feel seen. Sometimes a nigga fake one need life. Never mind attention to consequences of my way of life. The way we used to play with life. I'm now capable when we sentences. The only jail bars in life. I never wanted to be the state's custodian.
Well, she was really letting you know it's time for an unholy ritual, because once we start doing unholy things, we are welcoming the presence of unholy entities and glorifying the works of darkness. Romans 6:16 says, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourself servant to obey, his servants ye are to whom you obey? Whoever you yield yourself to, your members, when you're lifting your hands, when you're singing, when you're dancing to the music, when you're doing all these things, you are yielding yourselves as a servant to those things. So when there is an invocation or a ritual, you are summoning beings from other dimensions, and these entities are evil. So listen, the Grammys set out to do a triune ritual. Now, I was trying to sleep this week. I think it was Wednesday and Thursday night, and God just woke me up and just wanted me to do this and write this stuff down. So I wrote this stuff down, and he began to show me what was really going on with these Grammys and this ritual. It was a triune ritual in order to invoke the destroyer, Shiva. Now listen, there were 3 rituals that were done in the Grammys, or 3 that I'm going to talk about. There's probably a ton more, but 3 that were significant to what I'm talking about. First was the Unholy Declaration by Sam Smith, that performance he did dressed as a devil. Then there was Mockery of the Last Supper by DJ Khaled and Jay-Z and Rick Ross and them. And then the Song of the Dead Ritual by Quavo and Maverick City, the song that they performed. Now, Jude 17 in the Bible says, "But beloved, remember ye the words which were spoken before the apostles of our Lord Jesus Christ, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last days who should walk after their own ungodly lust." Understand, these rituals were mockings. They were mocking the way we celebrate God. They were mocking the way we usher in God by celebrating Satan and ushering his unholy presence in. The first ritual by Sam Smith was a visual ritual, and it was to glorify that which is unholy, because that's the name of the song, Unholy. This invokes the presence of unholy beings. So this ritual was to invoke the presence of unholy beings. This welcomes the destroyer and his evil bride, Kali, to bring destruction to mankind. Through CERN, of course. Those that were in attendance were a part of the ritual, whether they wanted to be or not. They were in the atmosphere of that ritual, and that ritual was designed to bring the destroyer. The second ritual by DJ Khaled and Jay-Z were performed by them because they're both anti-Christ in their beliefs. DJ Khaled is a Muslim, and we know that Muslims deny the deity of Christ as the only begotten Son of God, because they say Allah had no sons. And Jay-Z is his own God. Remember, H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. That's the anthem. Get your hands up. H-O-V-A, which is Hova. He considers himself Jehovah God.
This is random, but not random. Somebody mentioned, man, was that supposed to be the Last Supper at the end of the Grammys? It happened at the end, Last Supper. And, you know, the whole God Did song. And I was like, the table did have stuff on it, but that was supposed to be a feast. Ooh, wow. He had bread and, I guess, champagne and wine in the middle of the table. If you look, wow, that's interesting. Then at the bottom, of course, is bread and wine at the middle. Of course, I caught it with his finger was up in the air like this or whatever. Yeshua was at the bottom. Of course, he's the God man, 100% God, 100% man that lives in eternal hypostasis forever. Two natures unmixed in one person forever. Kenosis type stuff, Philippians 2. Anyway, 5 through 11. Jay-Z at the top, of course, he's a 5%er. He calls himself Jehovah. That's why they call him Hov for short, which is the German attempted transliteration of the word Yahweh. But anyway, KRS-One used to always talk about edutainment. One of the things I just encourage us as Christians to do, the Bible says, gird your minds for action. I'm not saying Illuminati, demonic. I don't know. All I'm saying is this is interesting. And I think that as we are ingesting culture, that we have our minds girded for action, so our minds can be transformed by the word, so we can look at stuff in the midst of being entertained, so that we're not edutained, but we are using a biblical grid in everything we do. God bless.
I mean, since they just want to throw it out there, let's break it down. Listen to what DJ Khaled is saying.
Believe in us. They play themselves. While you over there hating and being jealous, you could be over here embracing that love. More life, more blessings. God did win with us. But watch us win. I'm going to take it outside. I'm going to take it to the streets.
So he keeps saying they ain't believing this. Look at this, right? This portal right here, that's Looney Tunes. I gotta break down Looney Tunes too. But he keeps saying they ain't believing us. God did. They ain't believing us. God did. He throwing hints like something I've noticed, bro. Like they really try to play us like we dumb. Right here, the false light. This is Gnosticism. Purple is the false light, right? This is the Antichrist, or the illusion per se. Now look at DJ Khaled. Listen to what Ross say. Blasphemy, right? Notice they're dressed in all black, right? Black is Saturn worship. Now you see how they idolize Wayne. He say, God, you know what I'm saying? Self-glorification. But check this out. You see his jacket? Let's zoom in. Hold on, let's go back. Alright. Do you see his jacket? What does that say? What was very recently exposed? It's crazy because anybody who knows about Saturn, right? Look at the symbolism. Look at the symbols up there. Anyone who knows anything about Saturn, you know that he ate his offspring so he couldn't get overthrown. Funny, right? For the people who know about the whole Balenciaga thing. Now, this is, there you go, the 5 candles. 5 represents Saturn as well. I don't know if they're doing a mockery of the Last Supper, right? It's kind of hard to tell. Jay-Z also actually wears his jacket in a way to where his white shirt is shown as a triangle, right? Now look at who is that? John Legend, for real? I don't know. Look at his eyes. You see how he's looking all kind of like spaced out, dark black eyes, right? False light.
They ain't believe in us. God
Here we go again.
So we
They ain't believe in us.
On the Grammy.
Who?
Salute to the Academy.
God did.
So I'm watching Name That Tune. What happened to Randy Jackson? Because, hold on, let me just show y'all. Who is that?
And it's all going down for charity right now. It's time to play Name That Tune.
Especially with this guy. It's Randy Jackson and the Name That Tune band.
I think this could be a hot one tonight.
Who is that, y'all?
So, do you want to meet tonight's celebrities?
Who is that?
It's
I know I'm not tripping. I am not tripping here. That does not look normal. I am so sorry. Maybe he got sick. I don't know. And I'm not here to pass like judgment on anybody. That's not real. My eyes, I know what I'm seeing. There's just no way. I'm literally at a loss for words because that does not look real. I'm telling you right now, that is not real. And I know what I'm seeing right now. And I know I'm not going crazy. Like, I can't, I'm even nervous. Like, that's bad. I feel nervous. I literally turned this on. It was like, what the hell? What? Am I like the only person that's seeing this? Because am I going crazy? Like, I feel like I gotta go to sleep. This is crazy.
Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So conspiracy theories, what do I think about them? Well, honestly, I believe conspiracy theory is only a conspiracy theory until it's not. Because at one point, wasn't 9/11 considered conspiracy theory? And that people were putting out false information until all of a sudden now they're saying that, oh, well, I guess it was true what people were saying. Well, I believe in conspiracy theories. And a lot of time I think that it's just called conspiracy theory because people are trying their best not to believe it, even though it makes a lot of sense versus whatever they've been taught. So I don't know, but in my opinion, I think a lot of the celebrities put things out and they do things right in front of your face because they have to technically let you know what it is that they're doing without telling you. So the put it in plain sight is a saying for a reason, because they are purposely putting stuff in front of you because part of it is the law. They have to tell you what it is that you're doing, what it is that they're doing, or else it's immoral. So yeah, even though they know that it's not a good thing that they're doing, but the fact that they have to put it in your face is basically part of the law, so therefore they cannot do it without you knowing in a way or another that they are doing it, right? So I do believe a lot of things that the celebrities are doing and putting, like the whole eyes wide shut videos and the whole adrenochrome, drinking of children. I believe that to be true. I might not have never experienced it and I don't want to experience it, but I do believe that it's true, because a lot of time I think that truth is stranger than fiction. So a lot of time you might think something sounds crazy, too good to be true. Well, it probably is, it probably is true. So just hey, do your own research. Don't take my words for it. Whatever it is that's in those videos, don't take our word for it. Always do your own research, because you just never know what you will find out. Maybe you will find out that it's a lie, but definitely do your own research and not just take the word and run with it. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.